Orobie Ultra Trail is a trail running race of 140 kilometers with 9,500 meters of total ascent. Departing from Clusone, Valseriana, Bergamo, and arriving in Bergamo, Città Alta, with a time limit of 46 hours. Grand Trail Orobie is a trail running race of 70 kilometers with 4,200 meters of total ascent. Departing from Carona, Valbrembana, Bergamo, and arriving in Bergamo, Città Alta, with a time limit of 24 hours. Along the path of Orobie Ultra Trail, there are 23 refreshment points, arranged in 3 categories: light, medium, heavy. There are 2 rest areas for Orobie Ultra Trail: Valbondione at kilometer 41st and Zambla at kilometer 94th, and 3 time barriers: Valbondione at kilometer 41st, Rifugio Calvi at kilometer 64th, and Zambla Alta at kilometer 94th. Along the path of Grand Trail Orobie, there are 13 refreshment points, arranged in 3 categories: light, medium, heavy. There is 1 rest area at Zambla Alta. Mandatory equipment. The following mandatory equipment will be checked when the race bips are handed over. Organizational staff may check that this equipment is present at any moment along the course, at each refreshment point, at the start, at the finish line. Working cell phone with number communicating to the organization. Personal cap. 1 liter water container. Headlamp with spare battery. Survival blanket. Wisto. Adhesive elastic bandage for emergencies, 80 for 6 centimeters minimum. Food supplies. Wind jacket with waterproof, breathable membrane with hood. Long windproof trousers. Further to the aforementioned articles, the following items are recommended: money for possible emergencies, walking poles, which must be kept on you for the entire duration of the race. Orobie Ultra Trail competitors may hand over no more than 3 drop bags with equipment, which they may deposit individually at the 2 rest areas of Valbondione and Passo di Zambla, and at the finish line in Upper Bergamo. Grand Trail Orobie competitors may hand over 1 drop bag with equipment and a change of clothes, which they may deposit at the finish line in Upper Bergamo. It is mandatory for all the athletes to position the race bib on the stomach, chest or leg, so that it is clearly visible and so that it may be checked at any moment. To respect the highway code in each section of the course that crosses roads. Marking. The Orobie Ultra Trail and Grand Trail Orobie courses will be marked using fixed retroreflective signs. Wooden balise with yellow reflective bands. Orange ribbon reflecting edges. Reflecting bands, orange ribbon, green logo stencil, that are perfectly visible even at night or in condition of poor visibility. Identifiable figures on the course. Race direction and refreshment point managers, blue t-shirt. Volunteers, orange t-shirt. Rescue, reflecting doctor bib. Street volunteers, yellow or orange reflecting bib. SAG or broom service, broom bead. Mountain guide uniform. Path technical remarks. Orobie Ultra Trail 140 km take place mostly on paths. Maximal height reached 2,500 meters. Athletes are asked to pay maximal attention in day and night progression. The course of 140 kilometers includes very technical stretches. At 10th kilometer, Cima Campo, aerial crest with steep track, presence of volunteers with radio. At 23rd kilometer, Pizzo di Petto, short descent along the couloir with a kept stretch, presence of volunteers with radio. At the 32nd kilometer, Passo delle Miniere, short descent on stony and very rough ground, presence of volunteers with radio. At kilometers 54th and 59th from Brunone to Valle del Salto, uphill and exposed crossing on strict track. The width stretch of Valle del Salto will be equipped with fixed ropes. Presence of mountain guides and volunteers with radio. Kilometer 7th, Valle dei Frati, couloir with steep stony ground on very rough terrain. Presence of volunteers with radio. At kilometer 85th, Corna Piana, uphill and long width stretch on scree, presence of volunteers with radio. Kilometer 123rd, from Filaressa to Montedinese, short steep descent with stones and soil, presence of volunteers with radio. The technical stretches of Cornapiana and Filaressa Montedinese interest also Grand Trail Orobie course. In case of bad weather condition, the race direction could activate bypass along the course to safeguard the safety of the athletes. If conditions will not be good, the race could be suspended temporarily or definitely.